going on, guys? Welcome to Amusement Media. It's currently 5:30 in the morning right now. I'm on my way to Cedar Point. I'm leaving my house right now. I'm going to pick up all my friends. So let's go check out Siren's Curse. You hyped for Siren's Curse? Yeah. All right, we made it. We're here at Cedar Point. We're gonna go check out Siren's Curse and show you guys a little bit about Top Thrill 2 as well. This isn't gonna be a full Cedar Point vlog. If you guys wanna see all my thoughts on Cedar Point rides, I have a lot of other videos about Cedar Point and I'm gonna be making more in the future. But the main reason we're here today is to check out the first tilt coaster in North America, Siren's Curse. So let's go in there and let's check that out. All right, it's 9:51 a.m. Park opens at 10. This is the line just to get in. Pretty long. All right, we are here at Cedar Point. Are you excited, Mr. Big Mike?
Yeah, bro, we're doing the carousel first.
Oh yeah, that's the whole reason we're here. Why are you coming in and waiting in this giant line for Raptor right now? Okay, wait, I was wrong. It's a tiny line. The ride just hasn't opened yet. But can't be us, we're going to Siren's Curse. Oh, look at it, there it is. And Top Thrill 2 right there. It's just so unique. None of us have experienced a tilt coaster before. Oh, look at that. This is the last new Vekoma in America that we haven't ridden, so I'm very excited to check this out. And that looks wild.
Oh, that one hasn't opened yet. Is that the other tilt? Yeah, they said it was going to be the first tilt coaster.
Got some nice stores around here. Looks like this is probably the gift shop. And then the entrance is up here. Hopefully this line isn't too long. You can see the supports look really cool with that like rust effect. Walking up, here's the entrance. Looks pretty sick. There's a test seat right there. It's crazy, you're really just like right under it. And there is some theming over here. All right, so the start of our line is about right here. You see the line all through there. Luckily, we don't have to wait in any of this, but it does look cool. The theming is definitely cool with like the geysers. There's like a tire down in there. And I love how they painted on the bottom of the supports. That looks awesome. This theming is actually great. I mean, the presentation of this ride is awesome, and it does have onboard audio, which I'm super excited for. And they are dispatching really well. The other train just hit the brakes. The one thing about this queue is that there is like no shade, but luckily we are moving pretty quickly and they're dispatching really well. The station building looks pretty awesome as well. I mean, I'm impressed so far for sure. All right, we have just one more curve and then the free lockers. There's the train. You can look over there, you see Magnum doing its block checks. I don't know if this is like the reflection from the track, but it kind of looks like the water has like a red tint to it. Like maybe they're putting some dye in here, but either way, it looks cool. There it is. All right, so after about 45 minutes, we finally got to the lockers. For some reason, this is a different system than both Steel Vengeance and Top Thrill 2. You have to create a 7-digit PIN along with these. And then everything has to go in the lockers, including your cell phones. So we're gonna put you guys in there and then talk to you once we get off. So let's go. All right, we just got off of Siren's Curse. Before I give my review and initial thoughts, here's some of the merch in here. It looks pretty nice. All right, we just got off of our first rides on Siren's Curse. Initial thoughts, they have assigned seating right now. So we were in rows 5 and 6. Being in the dead middle, so there's only 12 rows. Ian and I were in row 6, which is a little unfortunate. But with that being said, it was very flowy, extremely smooth. And the tilt, I thought the tilt was gonna be very gimmicky, but the tilt was probably like the best part of the ride. That drop with the tilt was actually really good. So we definitely need to re-ride that later. But there was like some like floater-ish airtime, and it was enjoyable. I think it wasn't like all the way warmed up, and it'd be better in like the back or the front, but it was still pretty good.
So yeah, every hill does give noticeable airtime, which
oh yeah,
is something I was worried about going into the ride.
It wasn't like RMC ejector or anything crazy, but it was still good
like,
airtime.
Like medium floater, but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
actual airtime.
No, yeah, that's a really fun ride. I definitely want to get more rides on it, and then we'll give you guys some more thoughts once we do. We also did gray out on it a couple times, especially like once you go under the tunnel and there's like it's not exactly a non-inverting loop, but it kind of looks like one. I grayed out there a little bit, which was solid. So it was a fun ride. And that tilt, like I was saying, it really has a stomach dropping feeling, and it's actually pretty good. So yeah, I enjoyed that ride a lot. I don't know where it ranks for me in the park yet. I'll figure that out later when we get more rides on it, but I definitely don't think it's as good as like Steel Vengeance, Maverick, or Top Thrill 2, but it's still a good ride for sure.
Alright, so that wasn't my full review, but we're gonna get plenty more rides on Siren's Curse in this video, including one of those super hyped up night rides, and stick around because I ended up having a much stronger opinion on it later that day.
Alright, time for the real reason we're here. Corkscrew, presented by M&M's. Will, is this your favorite ride?
The worst ride I've ever ridden in my entire life. I'd rather ride Little Phantom.
It's not that bad. It's a great old era right here. We gotta ride up in the front. All right, we're getting on Top Thrill 2 now. It's about a 45-minute wait. Big Mike, you haven't ridden this yet, have you?
Not yet.
So hopefully,
I've seen it.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoy it.
The last time we were here.
Right, we're gonna get in there and get your reaction. Let's check this out. And of course, this is the tallest roller coaster in the world for the time being until Falcon's Flight opens. So I'm very excited. I love this ride. It was awesome. If you guys haven't already seen it, I do have a full review of this on my channel, so go check it out. Well, how was Corkscrew? You didn't like it?
Still trash as always.
It's honestly not that bad. There's a little bit of airtime up front, and it's really not that rough. I think it's cool. All right, the line for Top Thrill 2 was way too long, so we're just gonna show you guys whenever we end up doing that. I'll just skip to that right now. But we're doing Magnum because there's basically no line, but there's a lot of really long lines today. Like Top Thrill 2 looked like it was about 2 to maybe even like hour and a half to 2 hours. And then Millennium Force is only on one train, so that has an insanely long line. So yeah, Cedar Point is extremely busy here in July, but it is what it is. All right, we just got off of Top Thrill 2 for the first time. It's been a few hours since you saw that first clip. How was that, Big Mike?
It was really cool.
No, yeah, it was really good. I think it was, hold on real quick before he gives his initial thoughts. I think it was a little bit rougher than when we rode it earlier this year in May. I was in the right side, which is like a little bit worse than the left side, but it did have a little bit more of a shovel than I remember. And I did feel like it went a little slower over the top hat. Maybe we just had a slow train, but a lot of the trains have kind of looked slow today. And the airtime was a lot more floaterish than I remember, but it was still really good. Still my third favorite coaster here.
Yep, so that's my first time on that. I've done King of Cobb, but I never did Dragster.
Yeah.
That was a really fun ride. There's a lot of straight track, and it got boring at moments, but
I mean,
it is good.
It's a good ride. Yeah.
And the spike is awesome. The spike alone is worth the wait for me.
Oh yeah, the spike was awesome. So, I mean, yeah, that's a great ride as always. Hopefully we'll get some more rides on that. Maybe we can let you guys know how we feel after more rides.
I do like Pantheon more though.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, yeah, it's another swing launch coaster, so yeah. And I mean, this ride just looks so cool. That's such a great presence. We did wait about an hour and 20 minutes for it, which was a little unfortunate, but it's a good ride, so it's all right. Siren's Curse is currently stuck up there. I don't know how you can see it, but it is stuck on the lift. It's kind of funny. I mean, hopefully it's not too long of a downtime, but at least it's not stuck on the tilt. Yeah, it's just sitting right there. It's unfortunate for them. All right, we're up here by Siren's Curse. We've ridden a few rides since we showed you that it was down, and there's like no line here. I don't know how long it's been closed, but the line kind of cleared out, I guess. All right, so the guys out front, the greeters, said that we could go ride at least 3 other coasters and they'd probably still be down. So I don't know, maybe it's a serious downtime, seems kind of weird. But yeah, we also did just ride Raptor, which I didn't ride in my last Cedar Point vlog. And I will say I like it more than I used to. It's pretty smooth, but I still do prefer some of the other inverts like Banshee at Kings Island. I do think Raptor's a little overrated, but it is a great ride. We're gonna go do some other rides, but hopefully we'll do Siren's Curse again soon later today, and we'll show you that when we do. Yeah, but with Siren's Curse having an extended delay right now, Millennium Force also is experiencing an extended delay, along with Steel Vengeance. So all 3 of those coasters are closed, and those are 3 of the best coasters in the park. Steel Vengeance has been closed all day, so it's a little unfortunate, you know. But we just checked out Rougarou, and it had an extremely long line. A lot of the coasters that don't typically have extremely long lines are very busy today, and Millennium Force is going, so we might go over there. But yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but of course I'm glad to be here. There's just so many great rides here, and I do love Rougarou. That's an awesome ride. I hope it stays here for a little while longer, and it does have a good B&M roar. It's a pretty good ride, so although it's not the best roller coaster I've ridden, I do hope we get to get on it on this trip. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a lot of Siren's Curse and Top Thrill 2 rides to show you guys in this video. All right, Siren's Curse is still closed, and they are on one train here at Millennium Force. It's taking forever, and they're working on this one. The red train is nowhere to be seen. Unfortunately, it's not even on the track. All right, so we just waited like an hour for Millennium Force on one train ops, and then they're transferring another train on right now when we are the next people on the ride. And they're probably gonna have to do a block check, so this is probably gonna take forever. Just super annoying. I wish they would have done this before we waited in line, but oh well.
Yeah, I have powers, guys. Just so you know, it's really cool.
Per person.
Check that out. Look, he's finally coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the Blue Train? Hello, Blue Train. Are we done going up next? I hope you are. Blue Train,
Like the same thing that we do, basically.
this is the Cedar Point license right here.
Do you think this? Cheesing in that picture. I wasn't really going to include any Millennium Force clips on this vlog. Rougarou is above us right now, it's really loud. But since we did see them transferring on a train, I'll throw that in there. It was kind of annoying that we waited the whole line and then they transferred one on. But that was actually one of the better rides on Millennium Force that I've gotten in a while. I think it did rise up.
I don't know what happened. I swear, we were here in May. That ride was so bad, but like now it's like, it felt a lot different.
Right. When we rode it in May, it was like running really slow, had like barely any airtime, but it was a lot better this time. I think I enjoyed it more for sure. So
Yeah, it was a lot better.
no, yeah, it's still not the greatest ride ever, and I think I do like Siren's Curse more than that. And we'll see later tonight when we get another ride on Siren's Curse and in the next few days. But I do think I like Siren's Curse not quite as much as the big 3 here, being Maverick, Steel Vengeance, and Top Thrill 2, which that wasn't in order. But also, I do think it's probably maybe the 4th best coaster here. So yeah, we're gonna get more rides on that, hopefully here soon. I don't know how you can see it, but there's like a little rainbow in the water. We just ride Rougarou. I know I said I liked that ride earlier. It was a little worse than I remembered it. Still a pretty fun ride though. I would check it out if you're here. Siren's Curse is still closed. I think we might go get on Top Thrill 2, but you guys have probably already seen that because I probably put that earlier in the video. Bro, there's not even a greeter. This ride hasn't moved all day. It's already 5 p.m. Not to mention Maverick is closed, Magnum is closed, Siren's Curse is closed. I don't know. Cedar Point's just... All right, so it's about 7 o'clock right now. We're going for our second ride on Siren's Curse. It has finally reopened. It does look like it's running a lot faster now, so hopefully it's better, and yeah, let's get on this. And the line's about the same as when we rode it this morning, if not a little shorter, so should be about a 45-minute to an hour wait. Not too bad. That's better than we waited for Top Thrill 2, so I'm pretty excited. And once again, they did a great job with the presentation of this ride. I mean, it just looks so cool, and it's crazy to think, like, they only knew that this ride was coming here for a couple weeks before they started construction, because this ride was originally supposed to go to Energylandia and then Six Flags Mexico, and then landed here at Cedar Point, so they did a great job throwing this together, and it's presented so well. I mean, it looks awesome. That is a good dispatch. Just noticed
Welcome
this.
back, guys, to the vlog. Today we're going to be riding Siren's Curse for the second time.
Yeah, that's gonna go in for sure. All right, Big Mike just noticed this.
Fact about this ride probably applies to many other Vekomas, but the spine gets thicker for higher positive G moments in the ride.
Yeah, I don't know why you can see it on video, but like this, well, that section is a little less thick of a spine than over here. You can see like the spine thickens up in certain areas.
Like the barrel roll is pretty thick. The top of this turnaround is not super thick.
Right. Where the positive G's aren't too high. Ian also just figured out that Steel Vengeance got struck by lightning apparently yesterday. Yeah, I found it on the Facebook Reels, the Facebook Funnies. But yeah, hopefully Steel Vengeance opens this week so we can get on it. That's my number one. But yeah, I'm super hyped to get on this and give you guys some more thoughts. I also really like how the speakers are even themed. And another thing Big Mike pointed out is that all the supports that are on the land are rusted, and then all the ones in the water have that like green, like seaweed algae on them. So another nice touch of detail.
Some of them have brown on them too.
Oh yeah, some of them do have some rust on them as well, like right there. And there it is tilting. All right, guys, we're here in the exit of Siren's Curse, but it's not because we just got off our second ride on Siren's Curse. It's because we waited about an hour, got up to the stairs, and then didn't get to ride. We stood there for about 30 minutes. The ride was broken down that whole 30-minute period. The train was stuck on the brake run. They got the people off, and then maintenance was in there inspecting like the wheel bogies with their flashlights. I don't know, but they told us it's going to be a lengthy delay, and we should probably go enjoy one of the other rides. Maybe it'll reopen tonight. Maybe we'll get to do it again still. Probably not. But I'm gonna show you guys a lot more clips of it, including my full thoughts of it from tomorrow. So, you know, we can skip to that. Okay, so we just did Gatekeeper, and then we were gonna go do Top Thrill 2 at night. But as you can see right there, the tilt is going, and there were people on that train. So we might get that Siren's Curse night ride tonight. Give you guys our full thoughts on it after that first ride. I'm so excited because this ride was glass smooth, had great airtime, and it looks great at night. The onboard audio was sick, and I'm super excited to check this out at night due to the whole light package and all the theming. So I really hope we're able to get on this. Let's go. All right, yeah, but Siren's Curse is open now, and it looks super sick at night. I'm so excited for this, as I was saying earlier. I mean, just look at that light package. It's like a whole new ride at night, and it does turn red up on that tilt. I mean, you can't really see it, but there is some like lights with the fog. We'll show you that once we're in line. But man, I'm so excited for this. Another thing Big Mike just noticed while we're in line, when it's going on the tilt, the lights turn from green, which they are on the lift, to red, and then they're red for the first half of the ride. Once they go into that tunnel, the fog is green, and then they come out green on the other side. So that's really sick, a nice little added detail for those night rides. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just got off our first night ride on Siren's Curse. That was so good. What'd you think?
It's really good at night. That's one of the best night rides I've ever done.
No, yeah, it was so cool with the onboard audio. It was dark, it was disorienting. I didn't even know where I was. We went into the tunnel and I was like, oh, I didn't even realize we were at that point in the ride. It was definitely better. It was running better. That ride is glass smooth. The pacing is ridiculous. It's so relentless. And it's not the most like snappy ride. Like it's not like Maverick where it's going to be like really hard throwing you, but it's like the pacing is just so perfect. Each element flows into each other so well. And the tilt is so good. I thought it was going to be like a gimmick, and the tilt might be the best part of the ride. you're sitting there hanging, you're getting a great view, and then every time, I don't know exactly when it's gonna drop because you're hanging there for enough time where you don't really like know exactly when you're gonna fall. For example, like on B&M dives, you kind of learn that count because you're only up there for 2 or 3 seconds. On that, you're up, I believe, for 7 seconds. But I mean, if you're not counting, you're not gonna know when you're gonna fall. And when you fall, it's like a gut punching feeling, and that drop is really good. So yeah, that was great.
Similar sensation to what you would get on a drop tower.
Kind of, yeah.
But it's like
but
scary.
it's better almost. And Will, you had a lot of airtime room. How was that?
It was crazy. It's
You
so
said-
much better without getting stapled.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So,
the airtime was mostly floaterish, but it was still pretty good. Did you think it was more like?
It was ejector with.
Oh yeah,
with not
I
getting
mean,
stapled.
he
It
had
was
so much
crazy.
room. I looked over and he had like 2 fists of room.
Yeah,
so
it was crazy.
I mean, yeah, that was great. What'd you think, Ian? How was that?
I've definitely been the biggest like Vekoma glazer out of all 4.
Oh yeah, this guy loves Vekoma.
Like,
He works it in Vertigo at Kings Island, so.
Yeah, that's not even. I kind of forgot this Vekoma, but yeah. So I just expected that to be better than Top Thrill 2 from the start.
Really?
Like, I've been hearing that. I didn't want to believe it, but I did. First ride at like 11 o'clock. That was not that good.
No, yeah. I mean,
it was good.
it was good, but the first ride, I thought it might have been worse than Millennium Force and Magnum.
Yeah.
Now, I think that it's probably better than Top Thrill 2. I don't know.
I think it's more like in the Maverick category. Like, if
Right,
you say
yeah.
that's the #1 in the park, like I disagree, but like it's not a bad thing.
No, yeah. I mean, personally, I don't think it touches Steel Vengeance or Maverick. I love those rides, but I honestly think it might be more fun than Maverick. Like, it's just so fun. We might be hyping this up too much. It's not like the most forceful coaster. Don't go in expecting something with stronger forces than Maverick, but it's just so fun. The elements are perfect. It's glass smooth. So that's probably my number 3 in the park, maybe number 4. I just need some more rides on that and Top Thrill 2.
And like also,
But that's so good.
I do have a hot take. I think that's better night ride than Beast.
Wow, okay,
I'm not the biggest
wow.
Beast fan. Okay, so I'm not the biggest Beast fan. I think it's overrated, but like
Yeah, better night ride than Beast. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that take. But
that might I don't know. We'll see what happens.
might upset some people, but honestly, that is a really good night ride, and I'd say that's probably the best night ride here at Cedar Point. Not only just because of the light package, the onboard audio, like the water, but also just it's disorienting and it's dark. Like I didn't know where I was because the pacing is so good. Is it an S-tier elite roller coaster? No, probably not. But I would say that it is like a low-key elite roller coaster. I don't know how to explain it. It's not going to be like a Velocicoaster, a Maverick, a Steel Vengeance, but it is a very fun ride, and it's actually a really good fit for this park. So
In my rankings, I have that one spot above Pantheon, actually.
wow, okay, yeah, that's crazy.
So,
Above
yeah.
Pantheon, I haven't ridden Pantheon, so I don't
It's
know
like-
about that, but
It's like just below elite, not quite there yet.
that's what I'm saying,
But
yeah.
they don't need it to be elite.
No, that's such a fun ride, and it's going to do great here, I think.
Yeah,
so.
it's unique.
Yeah.
Kings Island.
No,
Kings
I-
Island, please.
I wish Kings Island got a tilt
Like,
coaster.
you know, not like a tilt coaster. Give me a
Oh, Vekoma multi-launch at Kings Island, that's our home park. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I hope we see more of those tilt coasters because that was really cool. That's going to conclude our first day here at Cedar Point. I'm going to have some more clips in this vlog. If we get some more rides on Siren's Curse, if we have any more thoughts on it. And same with Top Thrill 2. If you guys have been enjoying it so far, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for tons of future content. I will have more Siren's Curse videos and probably a full review coming on my channel, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. And I do probably need some more rides on that to fairly rank it, but right now I think I'm maybe going to put it 1 spot above Top Thrill 2 in my rankings, which would put it up at number 14. That would be 1 spot below rides like Orion and Phoenix, and then above rides like Top Thrill 2, Mystic Timbers, and Lightning Run. I'll also have Boulder Dash above it as well. So that might help you guys gauge how good I think it is. I think we might like that more than the average enthusiast. I think some of you guys might not like that as much as we do, but that is just such a fun ride, and I just love the whole package. The whole ride is just great. Also, I don't know if it's better than Mystic Timbers. I might have to think on that one. And yeah, it might not be actually. And also, I don't know if it's better than Top Thrill 2 either. It might just be that recency bias of the night ride. So I don't want to make too many crazy claims. So I'm gonna get some more rides on that, and then you guys will see. Wait. To Ryan, you can't really see, but that's my ride. I work there. Wait, the cheese pizza shop.
Where's in Vertigo?
Also, I think I forgot to say this, but we waited about 40 minutes for Siren's Curse, which wasn't bad at all. And shout out to those crews. They were absolutely moving. The dispatches were great. They were hitting almost interval or a little bit after interval every time. And the interval is once the tilt track is fully reset. So they were setting those trains while the other one was still going through the course usually, which was pretty awesome. All right, guys, we just arrived here at the Cedar Point Express Hotel, which is going to give us early entry tomorrow morning, which is super hype because we can get some Top Thrill 2 rides early in the morning. And I'm hyped for that. And of course, we also have some extra Siren's Curse theming over here. You know, they have all those seagull noises in line. I guess one of the seagulls he just had to add some theming to my car. So, thanks, Cedar Point. All right, we're here for early entry. They're starting to do some block checks on gatekeeper. It's 8:53, early entry starts at 9. We got that Cedar Point Express Hotel early entry. Hopefully Top Thrill 2 will be open on time.
And enjoy the rest of your day at Cedar Point, America's roller coaster.
So why is Kitty Kingdom open for ERT? I don't know what's going on. And we're headed to Top Thrill 2, of course. We also did figure out the Steel Vengeance got struck by lightning during that big storm that was going on. Right one day before we got here, it was the day that it was completely flooded. So I can put in some videos of it, but this whole whole front section of the park was flooded, which was crazy. So we missed that by one day. But then we're experiencing the aftermath. So a lot of these rides have been closed yesterday. So hopefully we get on more today. And of course we got that corkscrew shirt. Will, do you love corkscrew? We also have Iron Dragon, Raptor, and I believe Millennium Force are open as well, along with Gatekeeper for early entry. So that's a really good early entry for those pass holders and hotel stayers. So it's actually a really nice thing that they do here. And they are on 3 trains this morning, which is super nice because yesterday they were only on 2 when we rode it, which took forever. It's 9:16 right now. This might be our whole early entry. Just get on Top Thrill 2, but it's all right. Hopefully this is running a little better than yesterday. We'll see the changes. And unfortunately, you guys are gonna have to go in a locker, so you guys can't see any further content until we get off. All right, we just got off on Top Thrill 2. It's only 10:15 right now. And we already got our stuff out the lockers and had 2 rides on Top Thrill 2. So that was a great early entry time. The line was about 30 minutes both times. But that's pretty valid. 2 rides on Top Thrill 2 is great, and it was running a lot better. Yesterday I thought it was kind of mid. Now I think it's definitely better than Orion. It might be better than Siren's Curse. I don't know. I need more rides on that. But it was really good. The airtime was better, and it was running smoother. I think we had a bad road wheel on the silver train yesterday because it was really bumpy, even going into the brake run. And then we rode on the black train and the blue train today, and they were both smoother. But the silver train hopefully has replaced its road wheel, so it's hopefully running better. But it's really hot out today. We're gonna go try to get some Siren's Curse rides. I see the tote going right now. And we'll let you guys know if we have any other opinions on that, and then hopefully wrap up the video. All right, Red Train is over there on the transfers for Millennium Force. We thought that was closed all day yesterday. Siren's is a long line right now, so we're gonna do that in a little bit. But yeah, I guess Millennium is back on 2 and maybe soon to be 3 trains. We thought the 3rd train, that Red Train, might have been cooked for the year, but now it's back on. So
It was by corkscrew yesterday.
yeah, we saw it over.
I saw like 2 or 3 of them just chilling.
Yeah. So I don't know how it's back already, but get on them. Yeah, you can see it's about 12 p.m. right now. And there's someone working on Steel Vengeance over there. I know allegedly it got struck by lightning on the block break. So they might be doing something over there. Hopefully structure is okay. I'm hoping that'll reopen either today or tomorrow morning, but who knows. All right, coming in from day 2, we just got back row ride. I was in the very back. And that ride is so good. It just keeps going up. For me, I think I might even like that more than Orion. And I might like it more than Phoenix at Canobas, which is a ride that I love. But that ride is so awesome. There was good airtime. I had good airtime room, and the airtime was actually pretty strong. There's a couple moments that feel like ejector airtime, and there was a little bit of airtime. If you have airtime room, in the second barrel roll, there is airtime. So that was awesome. It's a great ride. Yeah, I mean, the airtime was great. The side-to-side whip during the triple down was awesome. And in the second half of this like non-inverting loop, I'm not entirely sure if it's a non-inverting loop, but in the second half of it, like right there, I did gray out a little bit, which was pretty cool. But yeah, that was running great. I definitely love that ride. I'd say it's probably my 3rd favorite in the park, but I think Top Thrill 2 is pretty close to it. And if you have airtime room, the tilt is like actually wild. It was like honestly kind of scary because they really went down to the restraint. So that was pretty cool. All right, we just got one more ride on Siren's Curse. We waited about an hour for it, and then we were the next in line for the lockers, and then it broke down again. And we waited, how long was it broken down for?
Probably, it was broken down for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, so this ride's definitely a little unreliable. We've gotten a little unlucky with it for sure, but it was so fun. We were towards the back again,
Dude,
and so yeah, that was great.
I was dehydrated as hell.
So was I.
And I grayed out like 6 times.
Oh yeah, I grayed out at the end of the non-inverting loop, the end of the first drop, and a couple other times. So yeah, that ride's awesome. I love the airtime too, so super fun. All right, it's a few hours later. Steel Vengeance did send a test cycle a few hours ago, and then it stopped on the block brakes and has been there ever since, so it never even completed the course. Apparently, it did get struck by lightning in those blocks, so unfortunate. I don't know if we're gonna get to ride it. Definitely sad. All right, we saw Steel Vengeance testing, and they just told us to form a neat line, so we might finally get on this. All right, so we aren't getting on Steel Vengeance right now. It's going down for weather. All the rides are going down for weather, but hopefully we're gonna ride that tomorrow morning. So if we do, we'll go to that right now. It's day 3. Steel Vengeance finally open. We finally get some rides on this, and see if you like it more than you remember.
Videotaping me, bro.
All right, we did just finally get off of Steel Vengeance. We got 2 rides because there were some open roads, so we just got to stay on. But yeah, that's easily still my #1 coaster. The first ride, I had so much airtime room, and it was awesome. I love that ride so much. And also, when you're on that ride, if you look around, there's some awesome views of Cedar Point and the lake. But also, when you're on the mid-course brake run, look towards the lift. That's a pretty cool view. But yeah, overall, the airtime is just incredible. I love that ride. And Mikey, you haven't ridden in a while. What do you think of Steel Vengeance?
It's been a while. That is better than I remember. Every hill has airtime. Every inversion is floaty, or it like tosses you around. It's great.
Yeah, so it ended up raining a ton, and we did have to leave the park. What is this moose? Just there's some theming on this random Sandusky gas station. But it's all right.
Yo, they're teasing for the new launched RMC Strata coaster with the.
Yeah, this is so much better than riding Siren's Curse at night.
Yeah. Yo, so did you guys know this is actually the logo for Cedar Point's new roller coaster next year?
So yeah, unfortunately a major rainstorm came in right before we got on Steel Vengeance that night, and none of the rides ended up opening. This means that we didn't get any more Siren's Curse night rides, but honestly I'm okay with it. The extra rest that night was nice, and our first night ride was already so incredible, I feel like I don't need one for at least a little while. To end out our trip here at Cedar Point, here are our final thoughts from our 3rd morning.
Any rides open?
It's like not a single car. All right, early entry already started, but I don't think anything's open. All right, so it's 10:19. None of the rides open for early entry. And we are just gonna be here till like 1 or 2 p.m. today because we do have to get back home. But there's not a long line for Sirens, so we're gonna get a couple more rides and then conclude the video for you guys. This line is like 5 minutes. We just got in. Should be nice. Just got off of 3 more rides on Siren's Curse. There's barely any line. That ride is so awesome. I love it. I mean, the layout is just so perfect. I don't even know if I would change anything about it. It's so smooth. There it is behind me. The airtime is just so fun. We didn't get any rides up front, only towards the back. So if we do end up getting a front row ride, I'll put that in now. All right, so we just got 1 more ride. Actually, after that, it was in the pouring rain, but we were in the front row. They finally let us wait. We got super lucky, but it was probably a lot better in the back. The front hurt with the rain, so I didn't get to see too much because I was trying to like block it. But it was cool. It's cool to see the track. The tilt is probably better in the back though. It's more fun to go up than go down. It's cool to just see the track though. Like it looks sick for sure. And also there is like some strong ejector in that element right there, the first element in the front. In the non-inverting like loop thing, that was probably better in the front. Otherwise, back's definitely better.
Try both, but back is definitely better.
Oh yeah, back's better. That was our initial reactions to Siren's Curse. Definitely come check this thing out. It's a super fun ride. I really enjoy it. It's one of the most fun rides, just pure fun roller coasters that I've ever ridden. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for tons more future content. I'm probably gonna have a full review of that coming soon. Anything about Siren's Curse?
It's great. Every hill has airtime. Some of the hills have ejector. Some of them have floater. They're not all gonna be ejector. If you go in expecting that, you'll be fine.
My favorite ride. It's not okay in the rankings. It's 10, but like as like my personal favorite, it's like my favorite. I think. Yeah. I love Vekoma so much.
It's one of the most fun coasters ever. Definitely come check it out.
It's not actually that high, but it's like I just have so much fun on it. I love Vekoma so much.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Siren's Curse, everybody. Come check out this brand new tilt coaster. But that's gonna conclude our video today. I hope you all have an amazing day. Keep riding coasters, and with that, I'm You've Been Media out. Yo, Mike, I
gotta use the bathroom real bad, guys. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I gotta finish this here section of the newspapers, and then I'll be ready to get out of here.
Yo, Mikey, who was in there? Was it Corkscrew?
Cut.